Hello everyone. In the last class, we did start a new chapter. The chapter was Glimpses of India. In that we have started first part, a baker from Goa. Previously, we have studied that the author, he remembers his childhood and that it was the time of Portuguese occupation of Goa when the profession of baking was carried on by bakers there in the villages of Goa, and he would also remember how the baker used to come early in the morning. He used to come twice a day, and how entertaining it was to see him coming there. Most of the celebrations there were incomplete without the bread that he used to make. Now the next point, author's description of the baker. Of the baker. See, the baker, or you can say the bread maker, were a special, he used to wear, okay, to wear, W-E-A-R. So he used to wear a special or a peculiar dress. It was known as the kabai, K-A-B-A-I, kabai. It was a single piece long frock. It reached down to his knees. During the narrator's childhood, baker wore trousers which were shorter than full pants, okay, and longer than half pants. Even today, if someone wears a half pant, he is said to be dressed as a pedder. Okay. The next point, author's association with the baker. Now, the author, he further describes that the baker's bamboo stick was a special one. He made the sound of jang jang by banging his bamboo on the ground with one hand of the baker supported on the basket of the bread and one on his head with the other. He struck the ground with the bamboo. Whenever someone came to him to buy bread, he placed the basket on the bamboo that he used to carry. The author and the others looked into his basket. In those times, it was a fashion to eat bread with hot tea. The author was so fond of bread that he would not even brush his teeth before eating. Now the next point, baker's importance on festivals. Importance on festivals, or you can say baker's importance during festivals. The village baker was especially important for all occasions. The villagers were much fond of the sweet bread known as bol, B-O-L. Marriage gifts were meaningless without the sweet bread. Sandwiches, cakes and bolinas were a must for Christmas as well as for other festivals there in Goa. Those were made with bread. Thus the presence of baker's furnace was very essential in each village. On all the occasions, the villagers needed one or the another type of cake which could be baked in that furnace. Next point, baking a profitable profession. Baking a profitable profession. Now, as the point says, the baker, he usually collected his bills at the end of the month. In the household, the baker's monthly account used to be recorded on some wall in pencil. Means they used to write in pencil on some walls. Means those who used to buy. So this is how his account was maintained. Baking, actually, it was really a very profitable profession in those days. The bakers and their families were quite prosperous and happy. Their plumpy bodies was or you can say, were an open testimony to their prosperity. Yes, they were prosperous because they were seen to be healthy enough. They were plumpy. So this is where your first part ends. That is a baker from Goa.